Well, I think for one, let's admit that buying real estate in another country is a very intimidating process. But Brazilians seem to have a real familiarity with what's going on in Orlando, and really it's about numbers. So now there are a couple of 100,000 Brazilian nationals living in Orlando full-time. Some of their children are attending our universities now and our schools, and we have about 500,000 flight seats that are coming into Orlando each year that bring new families into our market. So more than anything, they're familiar with the market. They're not as intimidated as they might be with other places they don't know. They feel like home. There's a general family environment, and I think the social environment helps take some of the anxiety out of the process of purchasing real estate, which is a major anxious decision for somebody to make. Well, I'll speak about Lennar Orlando, and we have two communities that are of particular interest to our Brazilian customers, and they're both on the west side of town, very close to Disney and the parks, shopping, dining. One is Champions Gate and one is Story Lake. And in these communities we have both vacation homes where people can own a home, earn some investment income, and also bring their families to travel when they want and stay in their own home and not stay in a hotel or someone else's residence. That's important. And we also, in the same locations, have primary residences where people can live full-time, or they can rent the home on a long-term basis. So they give investors and families options, and the locations are superb in Orlando. And I have to tell you, Orlando is just a really fun and unique place. We have, to give you some sense of the total numbers, we have about 30-to-1 travelers coming in each year to every permanent resident. So the market is affected by our visitors. And our visitors are very diverse. They come from all over the world, many dozens of countries each year, and that's only getting better. As the airport expands, as the hotels and parks expand, the university continues to get better. This market is really evolving right before our eyes. Well, so look at the environment. We're in a really beautiful retail setting. People are walking around with their children, with their pets, with their loved ones, spouses, sisters, brothers, best friends, and they're in a very relaxed environment. Second, I believe the lounge concept, it takes some of the anxiety out of the process. There's couches, it's not stale, it's not very utilitarian, it's very soft and welcoming. There is no pressure, and we've heard countless stories about people walking by the store, having their interest piqued, coming in, saying hello, being introduced to the project, and then over time, becoming more comfortable with the investment decision. And I believe that's what we've created in the Florida Lounge. The idea of opening a store to market and sell and make people familiar with real estate in another country, that is a new concept for us. We chose Brazil for a number of reasons. One, we do a lot of business already with Brazilian customers, and as I said, they're very familiar with Orlando. The real secret to this is the relationship to keep the pressure off and just educate. And I believe that it's a very welcoming environment. And in this welcoming environment, people also learn about facts. They can overcome their fears of buying homes overseas. He also gives them a chance to access resources for the really scary stuff, like attorneys to set up a company in the United States, bank accounts, how the management is going to work. These are really scary topics, I think, for owning a home that isn't right in your backyard. And I believe they remove some of those barriers by providing expertise and introducing new customers to old customers so that they can share their own experiences and you're not just hearing from salespeople. And that's really what the environment does, is it puts people together to exchange stories and make sure that they feel right about what it is they're doing. Their decision is their decision, and whether somebody comes in and has a great time and doesn't purchase, that's fine. And whether somebody comes in and invites their loved ones and they purchase 3, 4, 10 homes, that's fine too. And so I think the environment is such where you can feel comfortable either coming in and transacting or coming in and just learning. There is no pressure to purchase. So look, everybody wants to feel good about the money decisions that they make. And so as a seller of real estate, you know, we want to build a good product, we want to pick good land positions, we want to market and sell with integrity. The broker community and the management community has created an environment where those homes, because of the location we picked and how we developed the property, can be marketed and rented like a hotel. And in fact, many, many families are choosing to travel this way now. I have 2 children. When we travel with my wife and my kids, we stay in homes. We don't stay in hotels. If I'm traveling for business, we stay in hotels if I'm alone. But when our family travels, we stay together. We want a kitchen. We want a pool. We want the kids to have their own bedrooms and enjoy the time together. Play video games, go outside in the front yard and throw footballs. This is really what the product allows families to do. And it's just really a new way to experience travel. And we believe not just in Orlando, but in every market, this concept of staying in a custom home is a warmer feeling. It's much more together and social, and many families can come together and travel. For us business guys, going away for 1-2 nights on a convention, the traditional hotel is just fine. It works great. But for families to travel together and for children and to cook meals in the same kitchen every morning, and for mom to wake up and flip, pancakes and make eggs while the kids are messing around playing board games and then maybe swimming in the pool in the afternoon, it's really special. It allows people to create better memories. And so I think it's given us that opportunity to create better memories while also having an investment property that people can rent like a hotel room and earn back some of their investment. Well, it is a home to us. We don't sell houses, we build and sell homes. And so we hope it feels like a home to them. And whether they're renting it or they're staying in it themselves, it is their home. I'd like to just invite everybody down to the Florida Lounge. Come into our store, take a coffee, have a conversation with some of our team here. Just learn about the experience. If it doesn't go anywhere for you, that's okay too. But I think you'll enjoy the social atmosphere, and there's an awful lot to learn here about what we're doing in Orlando at Lennar.